Hey pumpkins, and welcome back to the podcast or blog or whatever you want to call this. This is my video diary when I feel like it to Moody Pumpkin Crafts. I am Misty. I am the person behind Moody Pumpkin Crafts. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining us. If you have returned from my shenanigans, welcome back to the roller coaster and the wild ride. I've been a busy bee and have not posted in a while. Not to mention, you're going to see why in a second. Let me tell you a little bit about me. If this is your first time, I'm a nurse, a sister, a wife, a daughter. I'm an aunt. I have lots of little fur babies, and that's just my life. So, I am a nurse as well, so I'm, sort of busy doing all those fun nursey things. Great stuff. Yeah, so that's where we are. I crochet, knit, loom knit. I can do the circle machine knit. I can do that too. That's real popular on TikTok. Yeah, so that's where we are. This podcast is not going to be about finished objects, because guess who doesn't have any? This girl. This project is going to focus on that I have ADD, and obviously, if it's out of sight, out of mind. And I have started a bunch of projects and put them in bags. And I have a huge laundry basket here that I'm going to dig out of that is just full of bags that have started projects, have finished projects, 3/4 of a finished project in this bag, in this basket. And then they're in their own separate bags. So it's amazing. I am going to tell you about them, and going to I have 3 that I want to get done this month. So hopefully, I know I'm kind of pushing it with 3, but definitely 2 of them need to be done this month. And I'm going to make sure that those get done, because one of them I've been just putting off. So, without further ado, I am not sponsored by Erin Lane Bags, but I am going to mention Erin Lane Bags because she has all the solutions I need for my storage here. Lindsay at Erin Lane Bags, there will be a link in the description box below. Also, where you can find me social media-wise, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and then Ravelry. Those links or usernames will be in the description box below. Let's jump in. So, this is going to be a whip-heavy podcast, obviously, because I don't have any finished projects. So, here's the deal. Obviously, I was needing a lot of serotonin, or I just forgot that these projects existed. I don't know, friends. I don't know. So, let's get started with Mom's Blanket. If you've been here for any of the podcasts, you'll know that this blanket is a mosaic blanket. It's beautiful. It's really almost done. It's probably 3/4 of the way done. It needs probably less than 50 rows. Maybe 50 rows. We'll say 50 rows to be finished. This blanket is called the Cactus Garden Blanket. I'm looking off at notes. By the way, if you're just joining us, I don't usually make notes. I'm also not going to edit this podcast, so you get what you get. So, this is the Cactus Garden Blanket by Pretty Peaceful People. That's the crochet group. Link to the Ravelry pattern will be in the description box below. So I'm using just black red heart yarn and red heart ombre in violet. So that's Mom's blanket. That needs to be finished, and it is just about finished. You can see all of the stuff here. So that's where we are on that. This is one of the things that I need to get done. I'm entangled. I'm so sorry, y'all. Hold tight. Oh no. When Velcro attacks. We're almost there. Got it. We're done. Don't do that again. Okay, kiddos. So this is one of the things that need to be done. Mom's birthday is October 25th. The plan was to give her this for Mother's Day, and that didn't work out. So my new plan is October 25th, her birthday. Let's do it. So fingers crossed. That's going to be one of our projects to finish, okay? All right, let me put this over here so we can get to our next project. Next project, this is an Erin Lane bag. This is her bucket. This is for me, and it is called a Curvy Crochet Cowl Pullover. It's on the Yarnspirations website, and I will put the link to that in the description box. Y'all, I'm really sorry. There's a glare in my glasses, and I know it's the monitor reflecting into my glasses, and I can't do anything about it. I'm so sorry. I guess I could take my glasses off, but then I can't see. Well, we can do it. We're going to make it work, okay? So, costume change in the middle of our thing. Alright, so I said this was the, now I'm going to have to pick up my stuff so I can see, the Curvy Crochet Cowl Pullover. Alright, so this is by Yarnspirations. You make the sections and then sew it all together. So this is the first section. Alright, so this is the like front, and then you make another one, and then you make the sleeves, and you sew all that together, and then you make the cowl that goes together. So it's really great. I started this. I've got the back panel going, so this is the front. I've got a back panel going. I am making this. If you've seen any of my TikToks, I went to Michael's and had to pick up another couple of skeins of this yarn, and this is Loop and Threads Charisma colorway charcoal. So this is for me. I'd love to have it done by October, but it's not the second most important. So this is my third project that I'm going to try to complete if I get the other two finished. So that's project number 2 that's started. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but there are 2 projects at my mom's house that I'm unable to get to. So I will talk about those at the very end. This is project number 3 and this is the second project that really needs to get completed in, or by October, or middle of October. This is one of the, pocket shawls that everybody was like so into. My aunt texted me and was like, hey, will you make me one? And I was like, of course. So this is what I'm doing. This is the design here. It's really pretty, but I did a solid end, so it's kind of still see-through, but it's not as holy as the pattern is. And I did that so that when I put the pocket on there, it's like a real pocket and your keys are not going to slip through it, a pin, whatever, wherever she wears this. And then this yarn is from Hobby Lobby, and it is, I love this yarn. I think it's Sparkles, but it's black. So that's where we are on that. So this is the other one that needs to get finished so that my aunt can have her shawl. So yeah, that's 3 projects. Told you I have a basket full. All right. Let's go to whatever's in here. This is, all of these bags are Erin Lane. This is an Oops bag. She does not make this one all the time. This is a super twofer. It has 2, can't see it, 2 pockets here, one on one side and one on the other side, and it has this little handle, and it pulls. It's great. I love this. This is probably my favorite, and I wish she would make this one a full-time thing. So in here, we have the Niblets Slytherin scarf. The Niblet is a Gryffindor, but the Niblet's significant other is a Slytherin, and she loves Snape, so they love Snape, so I am going to make them this scarf. I already have a hat that I've made for them, and so that'll match. So that's what this is. I've actually made some progress on it. This is kind of my little, like when I just need to knit something. But it had been in the car for a couple weeks, so meaning it wasn't in the house, and I started another project that I needed, you know, just the kind that you need to knit on. This is for Christmas, so I'm trying to finish this because I've got the hat done, and let's see, did I put the hat in here? I don't think the hat's in here. I'll have to find the hat. The last thing I want to do is make another hat for this, but I'm sure I have it somewhere. So that's the Slytherin scarf. Okay. Next, what do I have next? Slytherin scarf. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm showing you guys everything that I have. Okay, let's go with this next, maybe. Alright, so speaking of, I just need something to knit on, like potato chip knitting, something small, something fast, something easy. A dishcloth. I'm almost finished with it. I started it a couple days ago. I just needed something different. And then also when my hands get tired with crochet, I can knit some, and so then I'm not having to deal with that as much. So there's this, a dishcloth that I'm making. It's not in a bag. Okay, so this is a blanket that I'm making. I am using a yarn that I had here at the house, and I wanted like a big blanket, so I am using, like I said, yarn that I had here at the house, and just kind of making this an ombre blanket. So I had 2 skeins of this light pink, and now we've moved down into this next color, and then there'll be a darker color, and then there'll be burgundy. So that's what I'm doing. This is for me, just a half double crochet blanket. Super simple, but this is for me, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't have blankets that I make. That's so weird. So we'll see. I know that the first, I think the first color, it's all Red Heart is whatever we had. And the first color is called, it's just regular pink. And then the next one is this light raspberry. And then there was a darker color that I had to search out. And then burgundy. It's going to look very similar. I have a color here. Something I'm going to show you. It's going to look very similar to this. It's kind of a mess. But this ombre yarn. But it's going to be just skeins that I used that are Red Heart. So, that's a blanket, another blanket. This is an Erin Lane bag, sweater bag, in the Three Sisters. So there's that. Let me consult my stuff here. Oh, that's what I'm missing. I'm going to find it. Alright, hold tight. Pause for a moment. Because I am missing a project currently. It's probably just in my shenanigans over here, so hold tight. Or maybe I lost it. Not lost it, but like dropped the bag. I must have, y'all. So, Marley Bird was doing a by crafty. Yeah, I really don't know what I did with it, y'all. Anyways, she was doing a by crafty boot camp, and I started that cowl, and it's like maybe this much finished. So I'm trying to learn some new stitches and knitting. That's not my I'm not as strong in knitting as I am in crochet. So that's in like a hot pink yarn. And it's not, it doesn't have to be done at any time. I'm just trying to get some stuff done. All right. Last one that I have here to show physically. Let's see if I actually have a, okay, so here is one granny square that has been completed. So this is one sunflower granny square that's been completed, and I am making a granny square cardigan. This is the black one. I'm also going to make red, and I don't know if I have the example of the red. Oh, I do. It's right here. And then here is the red. Now, I used you can see the different, I used a different color here than I did in here, and I'm going to actually switch it over to this color. So, yeah, that's where we're going with that. And I have to make, I got notes. Let's see. I have to make a total of 20 back squares, 18 whole squares, and a half square, like 2 half squares for the front, and then we're thinking 24 squares, so 12 and 12 a piece for the arms, and I'm gonna sew them all together. Yay me. So I would love for that to be done, but it's not going to get done before winter time. So maybe it'll be done in winter. So that's, how many projects is that, you guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 projects here. I have 2 more at my mom's. One is it's going to be a shawl. It's a latte cake, and I'm just using the simple dishcloth pattern here and making it a shawl. I won't decrease, so it'll just be a triangular shawl or triangular scarf. Doing that, and also for the niblet, like I said, they're a Gryffindor, and their significant other is a Slytherin. They also really love Professor Snape, so I am making them a house scarf blanket, and it has started, and it's over at my mom's, and so I'll link below the pattern that I'm using. And in the pattern, they used all 4 houses and sewed the scarves together. And it's crochet, and I am going to use their pattern as a base and kind of alter it for myself. So I am going to do like 5 stitches of black, the Slytherin house scarf, 5 stitches of black in the middle, the Gryffindor house scarf, and 5 stitches of black on the side. And then there'll be like a 5 stitches of black at the 5 rows of black at the bottom and the top, so that it's kind of separated. It'll have its own border, kind of everything. And I'm only doing Slytherin and Gryffindor. So I'm going to take that pattern and kind of basically make it double the size of the scarf pattern, or the pattern that's there, and then add those extra stitches to make it work. So that is my plan, and I'm trying to get that done for Christmas for the niblet. I've got my hands full. So let's review. I am trying to get Mom's blanket and the pocket shawl done pretty soon. Hopefully the pocket shawl and Mom's blanket can be finished no later than, let's say, October 20th, because Mom's birthday is the 25th, and that gives me a few days just to tweak things. Also, like I probably will finish this dishcloth in the next few days, just because I need some like rest, hand rest, knitting, I guess is the best way to put it. And so then my next one that I want to get done would be the Curvy Crochet Cowl Pullover and the Slytherin scarf. So I would want to get those done next, because they're just about done. I feel like after that it'd be the sunflower cardigan, and I feel like the blanket is just like a whenever kind of project, just easy to take with you kind of thing to do. So hopefully I can get, technically I have 9 projects going on right now. I did not add these. Let's do this. Let me add them. So we have the Niblets crochet house blanket, and the latte roll triangle scarf shawl. Alright, so how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. 10. So Mama's Cactus Garden, the Curvy Crochet Pullover, the Pocket Shawl, the Slytherin Scarf, the Sunflower Cardi, the Marley's by Crafty Cowl. There's a hat to do that too, so I'm going to do that. My blanket, the dishcloth, the crochet house blanket, and the latte roll. I don't need any more projects. I need to finish one of these 10. So, like I said, the goal is by October 20th to have the pocket shawl and Mom's blanket completed, and probably this dishcloth. So, fingers crossed that I can get that done. I did go to Michael's. Didn't need to, but I went because I'm bad. Also went to Joann's, and yeah. So, I have bought some yarn. I have projects. I'm going to make a rattle. I bought Wool-like loops and thread. This is a size, I want to say this is a size 1. I think this is soft weight yarn, y'all. Yes, this is a size 1 super fine yarn. I've never used this, but Coco Lee has a sweater that I plan on making, and it's so pretty. This is called Teal Lake. It's like a blue greenish color. So pretty. Bought the yarn. It's sitting here. I have 10 projects going on. So we're going to pray that I can get some of these done. And that's what I plan on doing. So we're at like 26 minutes in. Let me tell you what I have been reading or listening to. So I love YouTube podcast. Smells Like Yarn, Crazy Sock Lady, Needles at the Ready, TheCozyMothknits, Cozy Up Knits. I'm trying to pull some more up so I can tell you. Plus, I'm going to tell you what books I've been reading via Audible. I'm going to have a sip of water here. Sorry. Yes, I just splashed myself. That was cool. Oh, Mandobug crafts. They're someone new that I had never seen. They really like Halloween like I do, so I started, watching their blog recently on YouTube. I'm trying to tell you everybody that I can think of. Crime Scene Knits. I like to watch them. Knit My Way Home. It's a mother-daughter duo, and they update every so often like I do. Chevyrell. Cozy Blankets by Haley. I like to watch that. One More Row is the Crazy Sock Lady and her friend who has a bag company as well, and I can't remember their names right off the top of my head. I'm so sorry, everybody. Not that they ever watch this. I think that's everybody that I've been kind of like watching recently. So listen, I'm not going to tell anybody a story. I like myself a romance novel with a little bit of spice. Okay. So recently I found Kristen Proby, and I listened to her mafia, whatever, bosses. It's a trilogy. So listen to Underboss, Headhunter, and Off the Record. So I've listened to all 3 of those recently. I am trying to finish Freed by E.L. James. Of course, just like a lot of people, when the 50 Shades of Grey books came out, I read them. I have read every one of them from Christian's perspective as well. And it's just, I feel like the disconnect in the book from Anastasia's point of view and Christian's point of view is hard for me. So it's taken me a while to get through Freed. Plus, I kind of know what's going on, so it's not as suspenseful, I guess is a good way to put it. I also finished the last book in the Rainbow Roelle Mage series, the what is the book called? Any Way the Wind Blows. That I just finished that. So yeah. Watching on TV, I'm going to watch the Lula Rich docuseries on Amazon Prime about LuLaRoe. I do own some pieces from LuLaRoe. I had some friends who sold LuLaRoe, so I'm very interested in that. And besides that, I think we are good. This is a shorter podcast update because I don't have any finished projects, y'all. That's where we are in my life. So that's what's been going on here. Working a lot. You know, trying to keep everyone as healthy as possible. And I think that's it, you guys. I don't know what else I can tell you right now. Just stay safe. Love your people. And, you know, if you want to get the shot, get the shot. If not, please at least mask up, sanitize. Just, if not for you, for a loved one. And that's my 2 cents on that. You know, I don't want to force anybody to have that shot in their life, but I also don't want anybody to have to go through some of the things that I have heard from other healthcare professionals. So, I love you all. Please take time for yourself. Take your meds, drink your water, maybe finish a project. That's what my plan is. And love your people. Take care of yourself. And I hope to come back in 2 weeks, fingers crossed, with finished projects. So, I love you all. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Okay, love you. Bye.